Yo, what up? So, trade recap from today, 31st of October. Got a win. Really nice trade. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while since I had a win, and I wasn't stressing on this one, but I was like, yo, bro, what the hell's going on, man? Like, you feel me? So I was a little kind of like not unsure, because that's not the right word, but I was like, yo, dude, what's going on? Price action has been pretty bad for how I trade the last couple weeks. So really and truly, since the government shutdown, it's been pretty trash. So pretty much from October 1st. Um, so yeah, let's kind of go through it, and we'll see what I saw and how I took the trade. Right. So first things first, coming into the day, I mean we were so bearish. Right. We came into this as 9:30 candle here. Once I saw this start pushing, I was like, yeah, we're going lower. And really and truly, this was my target. As you can see, we pretty much just tapped it, and now we're moving off again. So I was like, all right, let's see if I can get in short. Absolutely nothing to get in short. So, okay, there was nothing to get in short. So I was like, all right, whatever. Just be patient, wait for price to come to you. Don't, oh, don't stress it out. All right, just be patient. There was nothing that made sense. Um, there was something like a small something in here, but it didn't make sense because we didn't take any liquidity, as well as look how many taps we have on this inverse, right? Let me just draw it out. So how many taps do we have on that specific inverse? One tap, two, three, and then we break through. Too many taps, too much indecision there. Doesn't make sense to take that one. So now that we're on the 1 minute, so what do we have, right? We have a clear push down, push back up, small sweep of liquidity, but nothing creates. I really wanted these highs, right? All of this to be taken. Then we come in, create equal highs above, and price just tanks. From that, we get the sweep of liquidity right here. Where the hell is sweep? There we go. Oh, that's a little bright. Let me change that real quick. Right, so we got the sweep of liquidity. So once we get this sweep of liquidity, and we have this mass just pushed down, it's like, ooh, that's an opportunity. Let's see what happens. And we can see here price comes in on this. Grind was pretty aggressive. It's like, ooh, that's pretty good. I just don't want that one to cross it though. Hopefully the next one. And next one didn't, but finally we were able to get it. And I hopped in. Hopped in, stopped below the FEG. Why? Well, stop between below the inverse. Now, I did think that there was an opportunity potentially for price to come into this FEG and then rocket off of there. So I wanted to give myself enough room so if price did come in and wick it, then I'd still be in. And as you can see, price comes in and we pretty much shoot up. This was my break-even point right here. So we got that one, two, three, four, 5 candles in. So 5 minutes in, we were break even, and then price just kept pushing. This was my first target, as I said. At the Took 66% of my position off, just based off how many contracts I was using. And yeah, so once that was done, then I decided. Well, not then I decided. Um, the next thing for me to do was to target the highs, right, or a specific high that made sense. A lot of people targeted this high, which is valid, very much valid. But what I decided to do was to target the 1 hour order block. You can see that a little bit cleaner here. So this was a target, right? This 1 hour order block, that's where I wanted to target. It looks as though we tapped into the body of it. But since we were so counter, I was like, ooh, let me just be careful here and target where I needed to target. So this would have been the body. This would have been the low like that. Still would have been out. still would have been up. So yeah, nothing too crazy there. But I'm content with my trade and where I got out. Something else I was looking at was the standard deviations, right? So you'll some people may know I like to target standard deviations as well. So you got this, you got the two standard deviation. Hold on one second, let me just make sure this is straight. So yeah, you got the standard deviation here, and let me just put on the one just so y'all can see it. Sorry, the negative one, just so y'all can see where that is. Boom. So the negative one is also kind of a confluence. I don't use it very much, but in this particular case, you can see that the 1 hour order block as well as this particular high, all pretty much aligning with that one standard deviation. I personally use two. I say about 80% of the time, price will run to the two standard deviations, no issues. More like 85%. Um, so yeah, I just kind of took it and let it do its thing. So you can see there 1 hour OB, which was the target. So yeah, that was a trade. Pretty good counter trend trade, pretty decent. Um, and I just thought that there was no form of sweep of liquidity, buy side sweep of liquidity, is for us to continue short the entire day, right? That's what I was really looking at from open. So I thought that pricing it to do something at during that first hour and a half of market session in order for us to continue lower. And luckily we got that. And luckily I was able to capitalize on that move up. Now there are no entries here except for this one, but time, right? 11:47, way too late. Sweep liquidity here. You have this FEG, you'd enter here, stop above, and this is actually a break-even trade. So unfortunate, but reality. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the trade recap. I think it's like I switched onto the combines. So right now, today was $1,500. So right now I am in profit on one account and I'm in a little bit of drawdown in my second account. Nothing crazy. I think it's like $380 drawdown in one account and I'm up $120 on the other. Something like that. So yeah. Going into November pretty much with a clean slate. And yeah, we'll see what November has to offer us.